Don't pick up the call, Benji. Guys, Man United legend Dimitar Babatov, in an interview with another Man United legend, Rio Ferdinand, was asked what one thing he would advise Benjamin Sesko if he had a chance to speak to him now on call. And Babatov, well, legend in every right, 2008 to 2012, scored 48 goals in 108 games for Man United, Mr. First Touch, all the class and aura about him. I loved him, honestly. And I think in another life, Babatov can come back as a movie star. I don't know. He looks like those, villains in a movie, those guys who can just kill you without a smile and destroy you. Yeah, that's who he was as a player, by the way. His looks match the kind of assassin he was as a player. But anyhow, so he comes and assassinates Benji, and I call it that. I'm saying Benjamin Sesko is who I mean, by advising him to ask for the ball. He should be telling these tens, the Mbumos, the Kunyas, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. And I'm thinking, Benji, don't you pick up that call? Or I pray Benjamin Sesko doesn't see the interview. If not, if Amorim sees it, call Benjamin Sesko immediately and tell him, don't do this. Otherwise, you'll be out of this club. Hoyland will be back in your place. And I'm here to tell you why I think that's not a good idea. The best idea, though, is for you to be understanding the business of the internet so that you too earn somewhere online. Yes, you are all here every day. We are always online. Some of us are earning, killing it there, enjoying it, living life, working from home. Some of you, you know what you do. Do I need to explain? Anyway, I'm waiting for you. That's the number down there on your screen. Come learn how to earn and how to use AI. So many ways to use AI to still bring in money for yourself. But first understand how the money flows from the internet into your bank account. That's the flow you need to learn first. Join the class. It's a beautiful one. Now, so Babatov, I respect him, and I won't go into the debate of whether he has a better first touch than Mbumo or not. Well, they are all great in their own way. We love Babatov. But I think advising Benjamin Sesko to be demanding for the ball from the other forwards or his teammates is sort of trying to kill what Amorim is building. Or it also goes back to perhaps why I think all these great players struggle as managers, because perhaps they see things, they think things as obvious as they should look, because to them football looks obvious. Because to them football is obvious, it's natural, they make it look easy, so they think even coaching should be that easy. But imagine if you are Ruben Amorim, you go to a club like Manchester United with this unique system of yours that uniquely plays with 2 wing backs and 2 number 10s and 1 target man. And you scan around, and the strategy for you and the entire team, your director of football, Jason Wilcox and co, you agree that we are going to go for players who are proven in the Premier League. Oh, so who is proven? We want forwards first. Who is the proven forward in the Premier League? You go for a guy, Liam Delap, who doesn't want you, goes to Chelsea, and you look for the next available option who happens to be out of the league. And you say, okay, let's go for our 2 number 10s. We want 2 number 10s, the best in the Premier League. You go and get the very best. You sign Brian Mbumo, who scored 20 goals and assisted 8 times playing for a mid-table Brentford. You sign him. That's 28 goal contributions in 38 games he played. He played all games for Brentford that season. Then, in the same window, you go for a Matthew Cunha, a Brazilian, who scored 15 goals and assisted 6 times in 33 games. Those are 21 goal contributions in 33 games for a bottom table Wolves, bottom half Wolves. Single-handedly winning games of football. You sign these 2 guys, you bring them and pair them, put them behind a work in progress in a Benjamin Sesko who is only debuting in the Premier League. And you instruct these 2 number 10s to do one thing: just play for Benjamin Sesko. Pass the ball to Benjamin Sesko. If you are these 2 number 10s, will you play for that guy? Will you play for that manager? What will you think of them? You brought us with two of us having a combined 35 goals and I think 16 assists between the two of them in the Premier League, proven. And you want us to drop our goals and play for this boy who you are auditioning, who is a new to this league and he just needs time to adapt. He's just learning this league. Are you okay in your head? Are you fine upstairs? That's what Mbuma and Cunha will be asking Amorim in that image you see. That's what they will be telling him in that image. Are you okay, sir? Coach, boss, you brought us here to our dream club, but are you fine? So you want us to drop the very thing that defined us to play for a rookie striker who is a promising player. Are you serious? Shouldn't this boy be creating spaces for us to score? So I think they will look at you and go, but even Benjamin Sesko must be thinking, if he's sober, he should be thinking, Babatov, you're great, but are you okay? You want me, who is new in this league, to take all that load and burden for these guys to take away what defines them as clinical finishers, and they just play for me? What if they keep giving me balls and I fail? You want to destroy me? I think for me, the perfect way to make use of such players is by using any of them as a decoy as much as you can. And we've seen Sesko be a decoy, and he has created space for Mbuma to score, even assisting him himself. We have seen Cunha himself trying to be a decoy for Mbuma to score. Everyone needs to be a decoy. Football has changed. Babatov should forget about how it was back then when they were playing for the target men. Amorim, in his reasoning and why he benched Benjamin Sesko for the Liverpool game, he spoke about it, and he said because Sesko would be obvious, he would be easy because of the size of the two Liverpool centre backs. It would be obvious to tame him. They would deal with him because they are certainly better because their bodies and in the air. So they were certainly they were well prepared for him. That's why he brought a Mount who they could not know how to deal with. He was invisible. So they were just playing puzzles with him, Mount, Mbuma and Cunha, and Liverpool were clueless. They didn't know who to mark. Because football today has become that tactical, not obvious that you have a great number 9 big and play for him, even if you have two of the best number 10s. So for me, I've not honestly seen a scenario where Manchester United players have deliberately refused to pass to Benjamin Sesko, yet it was the obvious thing to do. The moments where they haven't passed to him, really, they could have passed, but it was also okay not to pass to him. At times they have gone for goal and scored, at times they haven't, but it was not glaringly the obvious thing to do that pass to Sesko, and they refused. Unlike before with Garnacho and Rashford, who deliberately, even a bit of Bruno, deliberately would refuse to pass to Højlund. There is no that kind of really selfish. Even the Cunha I was saying is a bit selfish. His selfishness is not that I don't want to pass to Sesko. His selfishness is more I want to do it myself. Or he's probably that's the kind of player he is. But it's not selfishness of I don't want to pass to Sesko, of I just want to be the one who does. No, it's different, if you get what I mean. So for me, I think in this Amorim system, you don't bring Mbuma and Cunha and task them to feed a rookie of a striker. You're not all right upstairs. They should just play those puzzles and score goals should be scored by whoever has to score them. Because you've got two number 10s who between them can score for you 40 goals and a number 9 who can add another 15. Because I'm certain, again, judging by the pace at which Mbuma is scoring goals and how Sesko can create spaces for him to drive direct into, because that's what he does. Same thing with Mbuma. With Cunha, rather, he's that direct that he can drive forward into the goal. Sesko's job is to carry the defense away. They move with him, get any little space for any of these two to drive in and score. And that's how United is scoring goals. So, Sesko has done his part. But because Babatov is from the generation where it's the number 9. Who is your number 9? Drogba, his best player. He played against, that's what he said. Drogba, Rooney, Babatov, Van Persie, Thierry, because he's from that generation, he thinks he should be the same today. Look at what Gyökeres is doing at Arsenal. He's not a target man. Football has shifted from target men. Look at Joao Pedro at Chelsea. He's not really a target man. He's a decoy, but scores goals as well. But goals come from all over. That's how the modern game is. But it doesn't mean that there are no moments where the team should play for the striker. And I've seen Amorim do it. You remember a game before Sesko started starting games? There is a game which United lost. Which team was it? Was it Burnley? One of those teams, that small teams that beat us. Where Sesko came off the bench and the playing style changed. They were all looking for him, playing long, passing long balls, because they were chasing a goal and they needed to use the size of Benjamin Sesko to try and go long and give him, and he's good in the air, he's a good head of the ball. They were now trying to try and get the game. It was now trying to find a solution. So his height can come in handy, and that approach can come when this approach of a decoy, of using a decoy, doesn't work. The Mbumos and Cunhas have failed to find the spaces to run into, and he has also been tamed. Then change the approach and say, Mbumo, don't run into spaces, look for him. That's different. You use that now in managing a game, depending on what situation. That's what Amorim keeps saying. You do things depending on what the game demands. Each game is different. Each game has different demands. The opposition have different characteristics. So different characteristics calls for different players. That's why he will have Cunha start at Chelsea, a Liverpool game, not Sesko, who was scoring 2 goals in a row and still win it. If it didn't work, the obvious one-directional pundits, former players, legends, so-called, would be, Amorim complicates football. Why? The boy was scoring. Put him there. You brought him. He should be scoring. Why are you putting him on the bench against Liverpool? That's if the Mount experiment hadn't worked. That's what he would be saying. Now that it worked, he's a genius. They are studying his methods. They are investigating, but still not trying to understand his thinking and how he views football and why he's the manager at Man United and none of them. So for me, the thing of playing for Sesko when you have 2 of the best 10s in Europe, no. Babatov, with all due respect, I disagree 100%. I disagree with you if you're always online, but you don't think you can earn a penny. No, you can. Come and learn how it's done. So easy.